Welcome back, Awakened Intuitives, and welcome to any new Awakened Intuitives. Natalie here. We are back to do a pick-a-pile reading from the messages from the Divine Feminine. So, I do have some 432 hertz God is Within music playing in the background that I do not own the rights to. What guidance from the Divine Feminine is coming in for you in this moment, timeless moment now? Pick a pile. So use your discernment, whatever pile or piles you feel drawn to most, choose those, but use your discernment. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And for free personal readings, my email is in the description below. So always take what resonates, leave whatever may not resonate, and use your discernment. Okay, always have an open mind and unconditional love and light, so be it. Truth is always stranger than fiction. All of the timestamps will be in the description below, so feel free if you want to skip anything at all. We will do the singing bowl and pull some general energetic messages. We will do the preparation on picking the piles, and then we will begin with the piles. And we will start with the root. Actually, this frequency is between the Earth Star Chakra and the Root Chakra. So we will begin with that, and I will timestamp this as well. We'll do 1:30. So this is between the Earth Star Chakra and the Root Chakra. I will count down from 3, ding it 3 times, then sing it. So if this is loud, maybe turn it down a little bit. Okay, 3, 2, 1. I apologize about the traffic. It is a highway, so it can get a little bit loud with the trucks. Anyway, so I did this singing bowl because it grounds us and gets us centered into Mother Earth, Divine Feminine, Gaia, okay? So there's that, and now let's begin by pulling the general energetic messages, and we will be doing, we'll do 310. Oh, I can't see. All right, so we're going to begin with the Angel Wisdom cards. All the decks I use in this reading, this video, will be in the description below, but I will tell you. So the Angel Wisdom cards, I always ask Divine, Source Light Creator, Guides of Love and Light Only, Divine Feminine. What general energetic message can we begin with? Ooh, nice. Oh, we have beauty. I've been posting a lot of nature videos recently. Okay, the outer world is a reflection of your inner. So focus on the beauty within yourself, your good qualities, your kindness, your gifts and talents. Remember that whatever you give attention to increases and grows. Everyone has some beauty in their soul. To seek it in others, so seek it in others. Remind them of their qualities and you will illuminate them. Surround yourself with things and people with a beautiful vibration, for we are all influenced by that which is around us. As you tune in more and more into the incredible wonder of yourself, others, and the planet, your resonance becomes that of beauty. Others will perceive the radiance of your soul and be touched by it. Affirmation: I recognize my beauty and that of others. Wow. Thank you, Divine Feminine. That was absolutely perfect. Okay, so now from the Awakened Dreamer Oracle. All right, can we get another one from the Awakened Dreamer Oracle? attune to Dream Life FM. It's all about the vibration, okay? Imagine the way you feel once your greatest dreams are realized. Now amplify that feeling. Expand it out through your eyes and heart. Program this vibration the way you would a car radio dial. So Dream Life FM is always at your fingertips, singing through the airwaves, elevating you to a higher and higher frequency. Wow. It's all about raising our vibration. Earth has ascended already. Now, last one from the Shaman Wisdom cards. All right. Divine Source Light Creator, Guides of Love and Light Only, Divine Feminine. Last Oracle General Energetic Message. Before we begin picking our piles. Wow. One landed in between my legs. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm taking them both. Wow. So we have a number 12 and a number 1. This reminds me of the astrological zodiac chart, and there are 12 houses. There are 12 zodiac signs, 12 chakras, the system. There are more, but this is like an absolute completion. So the 12th house, it says Pisces, Rosettes, Elders, Hunger Moon. And then now we have a 1. This reminds me of the first house. The 12th house can be subconscious, dreams. We did get the Dream Life FM. This is unknown things, unseen things, Pisces energy, emotions, intuition as well. Now we have a number 1, Aries energy. This can be the self. And it says Crow Moon, Aries, Pots, and Child. So let's read 12 and then 1. 12, we can actually reduce that number to a 3. The third house in astrology is communication, transportation, journeys. It can be technology. 3 could also be a teamwork, a cooperation, working together. So let's read 12 first. Oh, this one is a bit longer. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Okay, Hunger Moon. I am Coyote Moon. I'm the end of the cycle of winter. Now is a time for transformation, from the quiet, sleepy time of cold to the awakening of spring. The hard winter has ravaged much. It is time to remove restrictions and go beyond your normal abilities and develop your metaphysical skills. Look to past knowledge, events, and lives for new understandings, ultimate realities, and wisdom. Be poetic, but do not forget to laugh at the world and yourself. Amazing! Oh my gosh. Okay. Now, number 1, Aries energy. Aries is leader, headstrong, boss, determined. Okay. I am Crow Moon. So we got both moon. Very interesting. We just had the full moon in Sagittarius, which was a strawberry moon. So let's begin. Oh, I am discernment. I take various shapes and forms. I am power in your ego and in your center. You are under my light, and I see what is really going on. Be sure to keep your ego in check and operate from a strong center. Remain grounded and secure in your own self-reliance. Keep earth wisdom and healing at the forefront of activity. Crow is a spirit messenger. Listen to your intuition and look for subtleties. The answers are all around us. Magic is all around us. Beauty is all around us, okay? Beautiful. All right. So now we're going to begin with picking our piles, okay? It's going to be 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to do 3 piles, and we're going to do the pick a pile beginning with Beyond Lemuria. Lemuria. I always say that. Lemuria. Okay. All right. I'm just lighting incense for the throat chakra. The solar plexus chakra didn't really want to stay lit. So there we go. All right, let's timestamp this. Oh my gosh. We'll do 9:30. Okay, so we are going to begin by picking the piles. The first card is going to be from Beyond Lemuria by Izzy Ivy. So, I always ask Divine Source Light Creator, Guides of Love and Light Only, and Divine Feminine. Okay, can we get pile number 1, please? Pile number 1. Thank you. Can we get pile number 1? Try that again. Pile pile number 1. From the Divine Feminine, messages from the Divine Feminine, pile number 1. Wow. Is 1 being stubborn? Pile number 1, thank you. We got 1. Can we get pile number 2? Pile number 2, please. Thank you. I'm so excited already. Pile number 3, please. Pile number 3. All right. Okay, we have our piles. All right, let's put this away. All right, so for pile number 1, we have transformation number 53. 53 may be significant to some of you. It's also a number 8. 8 may be significant. 8 is about transformation. It is about endings for new beginnings. It's about cycles. We got that in the general energetic messages. So here's pile 1. We're going to set that right there. Now for pile 2, we have heart chakra, and it's a dragonfly transformation. It's a number 5. 5 is changes and transformation. It says unfurling back to love. Heart chakra, that is amazing. We read about that one in the general energetic messages. Green may be significant to some of you. Now for pile number 3, you have earth. Oh my gosh. And it's a number 14. 1 and 4 is a 5. 5 is changes and transformations. It can be challenges, but nurture nature. We are here for the Divine Feminine and to receive those messages from her. All right. So those are the piles. I will take a picture of them so you can take a moment and pick. Okay, I'll be back. All right, welcome pile number 1. You have the 53 transformation. Isn't that amazing? Look at all the purples and the blues, like indigo colors. So this reminds me of third eye crown chakra. It seems like pile number 1, you are going through a major transformation. We did have the full moon, full strawberry moon in Sagittarius that may have been very significant. It seems like a lot of us are going through major transformations. This transformation is a new birth, a new beginning, cycles ending for new beginnings. It's, I just heard vortex of your energy. It's been swirling and creating these sparks of flowers, these blooms. This is beautiful. So let's read this out of the guidebook. Okay, pile 1. All right, 53. The 53 is Scorpio type energy, or 8 is Scorpio energy with the 8th house, okay? Self-nurturing. This is your Divine Feminine messages. Self-nurturing, going within, time alone, being present with your feelings, cocooning, before the butterfly, being gentle on yourself, angelic embrace. This painting started with the name, I needed a hug, so I painted one. Remember, this is by Izzy Ivy. During the creation process, the image underwent a profound transformation that paralleled the journey I was taking deep within myself. This card signifies going inwards and being truly present with wherever you are in your process. It emits a sense of self-nurture and space that is held as a container for our delicate and vulnerable gestation periods. The final image is filled with blessings like an angelic embrace. This care emanates from the being, implying that she is creating it for herself. The most powerful healing comes from a place of presence and acceptance for all that doesn't try to fix anything or push things away. Feel whatever you need to feel. It may be hard to be present with some parts of yourself. Bring them into a cocoon of gentle love and reflection, and insight will come. The shadows can be released, and your heart space will soften. Cry or be angry if this is what you are holding on to, and laugh at the hilarious, ironic, divine perfection of it all. This card beacons you beyond your constructed outer self, where you can delve into the beautiful abyss of your being. Revel in the twilight before the dawn, and let your wings unfurl. Okay, beautiful. So now we're going to pull some tarot, and we have some questions to ask. We are going to use the Native Spirit Tarot, okay? Always take what resonates, leave whatever may not resonate, use your discernment. So what Divine Feminine message is coming in for pile number 1? What Divine Feminine message is coming in for pile number 1? Knight of Wands. This is fiery energy. I was just speaking about the full moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a fire energy. It reminds me of that 8th house energy with death and rebirth, like the phoenix rising up from the ashes. The knights are the warriors. They're the battlers. They wear the armor. And this is coming in very fast. It's coming in and out. It can be going inwards and going outwards, going inwards and going outwards. This may be that vortex that you've been creating. This is amazing. And that fire, the sparks, okay? The wands can be passionate, fiery, compassionate, flirtatious, very action-oriented as well. Takes action whenever needed to, okay? So it seems that you may be pushed, feel drawn to take action with your spiritual transformation. So the Knight of Wands. All right. So now, what is the reason for this message from the Divine Feminine for our pile number 1? What is the reason for this message? Now we have a Queen of Arrows. This is actually the swords. So this is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. You may have these signs in your chart somewhere, even fire. But the Queen of Swords, oh my gosh, you slow down. Sorry. Somebody's going faster here. See, this is fast movement, fast energy. It's transformation that's very fast, cycling. Okay, the Queen of Swords. The reason why Divine Feminine is bringing you these messages is because this is bringing you balance. This can be balance with your thoughts, beliefs, your communication, your words, the mind, the mentality. This is always seeking justice, seeking karma, truth, balance, even clarity, your inner truth, your authentic self. When you go inwards and you do some inner work, your introspection work, you find your authentic self and you're bringing it out. Okay, this is happening very quickly. It's a death rebirth. Wow. Okay, let's get some oracle. And I do want to start with the White Light Oracle. And this is by Elena Fairchild. Okay. So now, what changes will pile 1 see now that they have this message from the Divine Feminine? What changes will our pile number 1 see now that they have these messages from the Divine Feminine? Oh, almost there. What changes will our pile number 1 see now that they have these messages from the Divine Feminine? 1 card, please. Thank you. Oh, I seen that one. You've probably seen it on the bottom. This is actually the same image as the backs. So you may have seen that when I pulled it out. Okay. Amazing. The wolf. Okay, we did get the Hunger Moon, and it was... it looks like a wolf, doesn't it? This is the general energetic message. The wolf, it's a leader. Remember, we got number 1 with the Crow Moon as well. That is Aries energy. Some of you may be in Aries or have Aries in your chart very strongly, but this is the self, okay? And it's the beginning, a transformation, new beginnings, new cycles. And it's a number 23. So 23 adds up to a 5. 5 is all about changes, transformations, which can bring some challenges, right? But it says Beta of Spirit Wolf. Wolves, they may be significant to some of you. This is leading your own pack, leading your own way. A leader. So 23. Beta of Spirit Wolf. Okay, what changes are you going to see now that you have these messages from the Divine Feminine? Give yourself enough rest. Only then, remember, the cocoon. You have the cocoon. Only then will you be able to ground yourself enough to cultivate focus and motivation to fulfill your path. You will find a way through any tricky situation as you tune into your instincts and trust your own timing. From times of change and uncertainty comes confidence, love, and resilience. Embrace transition. Commit to your tasks and stay focused, but be flexible in your approach. You have the skills to intuitively handle any issue. See, the focused, the commitment, the tasks, that Knight of Wands energy, right? So Spirit Wolf skillfully guides us through transition and uncertainty. He enhances instinct, intuition, and presence so we can sense and avoid possible sabotage or traps and intelligently and safely find our way around them. Spirit Wolf tunes us into our instincts without creating paranoia or hyper-arousal. This is the medicine of awareness and engagement that comes from tuning in without fear, rather than from defensiveness, suspicion, and building walls against life. Where direct confrontation could stall a resolution or make matters worse, Spirit Wolf teaches us to soften our energy, appear less threatening, and therefore minimize the chance of the other party reacting aggressively out of fear. This enhances the possibility of resolution. Spirit Wolf calls for lunar wisdom. We did get the moon vibes, didn't we? Okay. For honoring the non-rational knowing of intuition, for trusting our spiritual instincts and inner sense of timing. He is the unconventional yet reliable pathfinder. He shows us how to be flexible while remaining connected to a higher purpose. Beta of Spirit Wolf brings the message that your resourcefulness and capacity to meet your needs is greater than you realize. We have it within us to engage all situations with courage and willingness. We will always find a way through, as Spirit Wolf thrives in cheerful, playful, social bonding with his tribe. Oh, there is also a reminder that connection is an essential ingredient in our approach to life. To thrive and have as much fun as the intelligent, playful, successful, adaptable, and resourceful wolf, we need love in our lives. To experience love, we must be willing to reach out, open up, see, and run with the risk of letting love in, as well as to share it unconditionally without thought for what we can get out of it, which would transform the beautiful gift of love into a manipulative tool of ego. Wow. Beta brainwaves oscillate between 14 hertz and 40 hertz. It is the pattern of our waking state when our alertness and reasoning are heightened. If our beta waves become excessive, it can be challenging to transition in more relaxed states, and the result is increased stress. Stress is a significant problem for the human collective, and the negative impact on our health and our planet is considerable. It is easier for a relaxed mind to access clarity and inspiration. Queen of Swords is absolute clarity. Okay? Balance. Beta waves are stimulating, and while heightened arousal is beneficial, in small doses at appropriate times, if this becomes our dominant way of being, our stress levels will compromise our well-being and our wisdom. The excess of anxiety-related disorders affecting humanity at this time is one symptom of beta brainwaves in overdrive. Wow. Beta helps us get things done, but imbalanced. It disconnects us from the nourishing sacred feminine. Oh, presence within the heart that generates contentment. Oh my gosh. Beta excess is progress at any cost. Beta deficiency results in lack of focus and inattention to what is happening, so problems are not readily solved. Spirit Wolf brings a healing recalibration of our beta waves, so we can avoid depression and feel motivated, yet also know when to step back and reconnect to the slower healing rhythms of the heart and soul. Oh my goodness. Isn't she holding her heart chakra? Yes. And look at the sparks, the light coming from her heart. Beautiful. All right, let's get you another oracle. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. We are going to use the Starseed Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. How will the Divine Feminine continue to guide our pile number 1? How will the Divine Feminine continue to guide our pile number 1? How will the Divine Feminine continue to guide pile number 1? Oh my goodness. We have lost lands. It says soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. She keeps reminding you. She's going to keep reminding you that you've done this before. You can do it again. You know what to do. It's within yourself. Oh my gosh. Lost lands. It's not being lost anymore. This is changing, okay? Oh my goodness. The world is far more ancient than our documented history suggests. As souls, many of us have experienced ancient eras on this planet that were much more advanced than ours today. As we begin to remember these times, the rememberings and gifts can come flooding back. At this stage in Earth's timeline, we need the wisdom of the ancients to survive as a species. So this does remind me of this vortex of timelines. That 8th house can be reincarnations, incarnations, okay? Lifetimes. At this stage in Earth's timeline, we need the wisdom of the ancients to survive as a species. You're being called to connect with the lost wisdom of your own soul. If you feel guided to make a change in your life, to step into a new career path, birth a new creation, or bring an idea to life, but feel unprepared, this card is calling you to consider that you've done this before. Perhaps your soul has wisdom beyond what your lifespan can imagine. Perhaps the intuitive hits and ideas you're receiving are divinely guided. Perhaps you've been preparing for this time. Some think that lost lands exist in the past. Others believe they exist today, in a different dimension. I believe these ancient lands also exist in the souls of those who experience them. If this card comes to you, perhaps the wisdom of lost lands, such as Lemuria, Atlantis, and Avalon, exist within you. Some of you may be very connected to Lemuria because we did begin with the Beyond Lemuria Oracle, right? And through surrendering to the intelligence of your soul, you can unlock the seeds of these ancient lands so we can all learn from our mistakes and usher in a new age. The new earth. Starseed activation. Place the card on the portal of your heart. It's all about your heart. It's about what you're bringing through your heart chakra. You can look at the image, put your hand on your heart if you would like to, and listen. I unlock any forgotten wisdom and soul gifts from lifetimes past. Wow, that is amazing. Okay, so we're going to get you your last oracle message. It is from the Work Your Light Oracle, which is actually from Rebecca Campbell as well. Okay, pile number 1. Okay, so what is the last message that our pile number 1 can take with them? Remember, this is all timeless. But I do feel this is very strongly in this moment now, but this is timeless. Take what resonates. Last message for our pile number 1. From the Divine Feminine, please. Thank you. Oh my goodness. It says break the chain. It seems like, I feel, you are closing out any karmic cycles from lifetimes past lifetimes. Anything that may be dense, low vibrational, attachments that are not going to serve your highest good. For unconditional love, for the new earth, right? It says ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. This is that transformation that you've been doing. And you've been doing it from your heart chakra. Okay, pile number 1. These are your messages from the Divine Feminine. Okay? So always take what resonates, leave whatever may not resonate, use your discernment. Unconditional love and light, so be it. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you are interested in a free personal reading, my email's in the description below. And as always, thank you. And I'll see you guys in the next reading or video. Bye, pile number 1. Welcome, pile number 2. You have the heart chakra. Number 5, unfurling back to love. Some of you may be connected to pile number 1. These all may be connected, but this is very beautiful. This is a transformation of the heart chakra. There's a change in the heart chakra, the heart space, unconditional love. This is unfurling back to love, okay? So this may have been almost an awakening of the heart chakra just recently. This is timeless as well, okay? Let's read this out of the guidebook. Beyond Lemuria by Izzy Ivy. Love for oneself and others, relationships, compassion, forgiveness, empathy, connection, receptivity, acceptance, generosity. This chakra card represents love in its many forms. It reminds you that everything in life can unfold into love or fear. When unfurled back enough, the foundation of all you seek lies in the universal desire and right to feel love and be loved. Love heals. God is love. This is the force that will change the world. That 5 is the change. This is changing the world. We are in the new earth, okay? How to restore. Count everything in your life that you're grateful for. Think of all those you love and how that wonderful feeling radiates from your heart. You may have been doing this already. Consider those you can forgive and extend that feeling out to them. Remember, we all just want to be loved and accepted, but insecurities and triggers can cause behaviors that move us away from this place. Have compassion. Know that others may be in their suffering. Expand your awareness and heart-centered radiance for all beings on the planet. Encapsulate Earth in loving compassion. Bask in the blissful feeling of the planet in all of its perfect balance, loving you back. Themes: relationships and relating. Connection to yourself and others. The language of love. Healing position is over the heart. And color wash. Soft emerald green. Sorry about the door. Anyway, so there's that. Now, I did get you a tarot deck. This is the Universal Fantasy Tarot. Okay, pile number 2. Take what resonates, leave whatever may not resonate. Use your discernment. What divine feminine message is coming in for pile number 2? What divine feminine message is coming in for pile number 2? What divine feminine message is coming in for pile number 2, please, from the Universal Fantasy Tarot? Thank you. Queen of Cups, of course. Oh my goodness, of course. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. You may have those signs in your chart somewhere very strongly. The Queen of Cups. This is an empath. She can channel love, feelings, emotions, intuition. She is very balanced with her feelings and emotions. And she is also there for others' feelings and emotions and love. We were just speaking about the love for yourself and others, forgiveness. It's empathy, sympathy. But with her being balanced in that way, she can channel universal energies, earth energies of divine love, okay? Beautiful. Your cup is filled now. Amazing. Okay. So, what is the reason for this message for our pile number 2? What is the reason for this message for our pile number 2? What is the reason for this message for pile number 2 from the Divine Feminine? Thank you. 4 of Cups. Wow. 4 of Cups. Cups again. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. All right. So now for 4 of Cups. This is about not being aware of some feelings and emotions. It could be of love. It could be of empathy, of sympathy. So before, this feeling of love, of unconditional love, was not recognized, was not seen, was not felt, may have been blocked for some time. And it comes through the heart chakra, right? And this has changed. Okay, number 5 is the change. This is what has changed. Instead of not forgiving, of sitting back, holding love back, holding your heart chakra back, any blockages of the heart, this has changed. You have went around this tree and found the cup and realized it is full already of divine love. And the connection, everything is connected with that tree. We are all one, okay? Wow, pile number 2. This is the reason why you are getting these messages. So now let's pull an oracle. We will be doing the Sacred Earth Oracle by Tony Carmen Salerno and Leela J. Williams. All right. So now what changes will our pile number 2 see now that they have these messages from the Divine Feminine? What changes will our pile number 2 see now that they have these messages from the Divine Feminine? Oh my gosh. Moderation. There are 2 hummingbirds here. Oh, actually, no, yeah, there are 2. 2 hummingbirds. That reminds me of 2 cups, okay? 2 cups can be unity, harmony, balance, a connection, okay? It says moderation. A moderation of harmony, of unity, of love, of connectedness, forgiveness. A moderation of possible empathabilities. Let's read this out of the guidebook. Moderation, the earthly meaning, a coping mechanism, a helper or an attitude that has served you reaches its limit, the impulse to pull back from a situation or relationship. See now, he is so unaware of the cup being offered by her, the divine feminine, right? There has been an awareness by you, pile number 2. A stray word or action offers a taste of things to come. Letting go of moderation reveals more than expected. Resist or be resistant to, adding insult to injury. When you remove emotions, what is left? That's all that you've gotten is the cups. That's emotions and feelings. Spiritual meaning. Love is the only thing you entered this world with. It is the only thing you will take with you when you leave. It is your true essence. Everything else is transient, like clouds passing by, here for a moment and then gone. Look within and you will see that love is not a distant shore, but an ocean of light inside you. Insight. Salt is essential to every life form on earth. In the wild, animals visit areas where there are natural salt deposits and lick the ground or eat the clay to get the salt they require. In the human body, salt is necessary for the function of nerves and muscles, the regulation of fluids and blood pressure control. Our relationship with salt can be traced back to the very earliest of farmers. It was used to preserve meats, to tend wounds, and scattered on the land of enemies to deem it barren. Salt has been used as currency and included in religious offerings. There are references to salt in ancient Egyptian art, the Vedas, and the Hebrew Bible. In rituals, salt was linked to preservation, purification, protection, and the true essence of self. Only 6% of the salt that is manufactured in today's world is used in food. It is used in many thousands of ways. In the production of glass, rubber, dyes, etc. Salt is vital and versatile, but it also makes 97% of Earth's water undrinkable for humans. Putting your toe in the water won't tell you how salty it is. Very interesting. Maybe some of you, pile number 2, have been craving salt recently. Okay. Yeah, it can be very protective and preserved. Okay, so now we're going to pull from the Law of Positivism Oracle by Shireen Oberg. All right. How will the Divine Feminine continue to guide our pile number 2? Oh, the music actually paused. Interesting. All right, so how will the Divine Feminine continue to guide our pile number 2? How will our Divine Feminine continue to guide our pile number 2? This is an awakening and awareness for you, pile number 2. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Oh, okay. You have water again, and it's purity. There's a rainbow. It's a number 12. We did get number 12 in the general energetic messages. It was the wolf. It was the hunger moon. And it was Pisces, rosettes, and elders. 12. 12 can be reduced to a 3. 3 is the third house in astrology, is that communication, transportation, journeys, and technology. In the tarot, it's teamwork, cooperation, commitment, contracts. It's working together. But it says my mind is clear as a still lake. A salt lake? It reminds me of the Great Salt Lake. Maybe some of you may be connected to the Great Salt Lake in Utah. I'm not very far from it. So, let's read this out of the guidebook. How will the Divine Feminine continue to guide you? Like a lake, your mind can be agitated and muddy, or it can be still and clear. Take a breath, still your mind and body, and observe your thoughts. When watching your thoughts, you realize that they are not you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to observe them. Your true essence exists beyond your thoughts, but they help you to understand this current level of reality. The nature of the mind is to constantly be filled with thoughts, ideas, visions, the past, the future, and harmful patterns of doubts, fears, and limitations. Right now, your mind might be cluttered and busy with things that don't belong in the present moment. This hijacks you of the potential found here in the now, being present. And it's about living within and from the heart. It's learning to live and think from the heart, right? Amazing. This is being cleared out for you from the Divine Feminine and realized. The mind can be stilled by being aware of your thoughts, observing them, and releasing them. Use the mind to master your thoughts so that your thoughts don't become your master. If you see the thoughts as waves, you can imagine those waves calming down and bringing you stillness and peace. Breathing meditation. Sit with your back straight and focus on your breathing. Consciously inhale and exhale through your nose. Try to move the breath from your belly and then up to your heart. Use your breath as a focal point. And if this isn't enough, choose to focus on your heart center or third eye, located on your forehead while breathing. Lastly, counting each inhalation and exhalation will help you to focus on the breath rather than the thoughts. Do this for as long as you need to still your mind. Practice this exercise daily and discover how you slowly start dissolving the need to constantly think, plan, and control life with your thoughts. The symbols, clear quartz. Some of you may want to get some clear quartz and wear some clear quartz. Mental clarity, white dove, purity, and spiritual connection. Wow, that is so beautiful. Let's get your last message from the Work Your Light Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. Okay. All right. Divine Source Light Creator, Guides of Love Light Only, and Divine Feminine. What is the last message for our pile number 2 from the Divine Feminine? Oh my goodness. You have mirror. The water. It's a self-reflection. It's a reflection from within in your heart chakra. Wow. It could be reflecting. So when you catch yourself really thinking, overthinking in your mind, back and forth thinking, use it as a mirror. Okay. Everything is a mirror. All right. So whatever you project, you receive, right? And it says, who or what is triggering you? Okay. I feel this is the mind. This is a transition, a change of living in the mind to transitioning into living from within the heart. All right. Those are your messages. Pile number 2. Of course, take what resonates. Leave whatever may not resonate. Use your discernment. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And unconditional love and light, so be it. And if any of you are interested in a free personal reading, my email is in the description below. And thank you again. And I'll see you in the next reading or video. All right, pile number 2. Thanks. Bye. Welcome, pile number 3. You picked Nurture, Nature, Earth, number 14. 1 and 4 is also number 5. Some of you may be connected to pile number 2 as well. But use your discernment. So 5 is all about changes and transformations. And Earth has ascended. Okay? You're a part of Earth. You are a part of the Divine Feminine, the Divine Masculine. We are all one. You are a part of this Earth ascension. Okay? Let's read this out of the guidebook. Oh my gosh. Beyond Lemuria, Izzy Ivy. All right. Looking after the planet, the ebb and flow of life, the loving embrace of Mother Nature, the natural beauty of death and decay, the microcosm, time in nature, ancestors, growth through weathering storms, nurturing self and heart so you may flourish. No one can hold us the way nature can. Mama Nature is a powerful healer and transmuter of dense energies we may be holding on to. Just as she takes in our out breath and returns our bones to fertile soil, so too can she transform our woes if we can allow ourselves to surrender, to lie in her grassy arms or be embraced by her branches. Just as plastics and oils cannot be broken down in the earth for renewal, when our emotions become hardened and impenetrable, catalyzed into something more destructive. They cannot be transformed into the compost that we grow from. Experiences we may categorize as good or bad are a part of life. Death and rebirth are part of the natural cycle that allows for the continuation of life. Creating something through suppression and control that will not break down will only bring us further out of harmony. Nature is all around us. Notice her and know that when you feel like no one else can hold you, she can. Spend as much time in nature as possible and do what you can to preserve it. Some of you may be doing this already, cleaning up garbage, protecting it, speaking out about it. The themes: grounding, finding our roots, reliability, physical healing, nurture, solid foundations, fertility, and vitality. This does remind me of the Empress card in the tarot. The Empress card is earthy energy. It's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You may have those signs in your chart very strongly, but as she is a number 3 in the tarot, a major arcana, it's 3 in astrology is communication, transportation, journeys. It can be technology, but it's also cooperation and teamwork, contracts, commitments, working together. Okay, and Mother Earth can be about rebirthing something. It can be being pregnant with something, a project, an idea, a new life, a new cycle, a new journey, okay, a new beginning in life, okay? So we are going to do tarot, and we're going to do, where did I put that? Oh, sorry. We're going to be doing the Spirit Song Tarot, okay? All right, so take what resonates, leave whatever may not resonate, use your discernment. Divine Source Light, Creator, Guides of Love and Light only, Divine Feminine. What Divine Feminine message is coming in for our pile number 3? What Divine Feminine message is coming in for our pile number 3? Perfect. 10 of Shells. This is the 10 of Cups. Well, we were talking about cycles, right? Death, rebirth. 10 can be completion, success, cycles, endings, and new beginnings. The shells, the cups, is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Some of you may have that in your chart somewhere. It says blessings and well-being. It seems we are being blessed with a new life, a new journey, a new beginning. And this is a good foundation. We did get that. Good stability, good structure. It's home, planet Earth. Mother Earth is our home. Gaia. It's about family and connection. Ancestors, our roots. Your ancestors may be coming through very, very strongly during this time for you, pile number 3. And I did pick out a couple of oracle decks. And one of them is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle, by the way. So now, let's ask, what is the reason for these messages for our pile number 3 from the Divine Feminine? What is the reason for these messages from the Divine Feminine for our pile number 3? Oh my goodness. Oh, you got a major arcana? This is the Temperance. This is Sagittarius energy. Zebras may be significant to some of you. Some of you may have had past lives in Africa. The balance of the black and white, the yin and yang, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. There's harmony, okay, on planet Earth. She is ascended. She's transcending, okay, birthing a new era, a new Earth, new paradigm. So, Temperance, Sagittarius. We just had this full moon in Sagittarius on June 3rd or 4th, depending on your location, of 2023. So Temperance, it says balance and harmony. Temperance can be about angel guidance, celebration, mixing of cups, very, very well. Yin-yang balance, unity, Archangel Michael as well. Beautiful. This could also be divine timing. This is the reason for Divine Feminine bringing these messages in for you, because it's about you coming into this energy of balance, of harmony, of knowing and being aware of being connected to one source. Okay, so let's get your oracle messages. We do have the Wild Unknown Archetypes by Kim Krans. So now, what changes will our pile number 3, I almost said 1. You may be connected to 1 as well. Pile 3 see now that they have these messages from the Divine Feminine. What changes will our pile number 3 see now that they have these messages from the Divine Feminine? Woo! Wow. There's a diamond. You're a diamond in the rough. Oh, I just heard that. Oh my gosh. What is that movie? Oh, that is on a movie. It's a Disney movie. I swear it's The Lion King. I swear it's The Lion King. I'm not sure. If you guys know, please let me know. Diamond in the rough. Oh, is it Aladdin? Oh man, I'm not sure. Okay, but we do have arrows. Okay, look at this. The diamond. It's coming from her lips, her mouth. Look at the clarity, the sparkles, the light that reflects from the diamonds, or even the quartz, the rainbow. The rainbow is about good luck, abundance, balance, unity, harmony. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's read this out of the guidebook. You're birthing this new diamond. And the light refracts, right? Through these quartz, through these crystals, through these diamonds, arrows. What changes will you see now that you have these messages? The black and white again. Wow. Okay. Love as desire, eroticism, and sensuality. When light, passion, playfulness, sexual health. It says go deeper. Love Sonnet 11 by Pablo Neruda. Basket of Figs by Ellen Bass. I believe those are songs. Plato reminds us that eros can be experienced as platonic love. It is activated when we witness beauty and truth in the world, when our barriers soften. The Hindu goddess Lalita, she who plays, can help activate eros energy. She is also known as Kameshvari, Empress of Desire. Empress? Are you kidding me? The earth. Oh my gosh. The earth. Empress energy. So, the Empress card in the tarot is a number 3. Okay? She is Mother Earth Gaia. Divine feminine energy. A female influence. Pregnant with something. About to give birth to something. Nurturing and caring. Beautiful. Okay, pile number 3. Some of you may be seeing a lot of 3s. Though eros can be depicted as unbridled sexuality and eroticism, a more contemplative understanding of this archetypal energy leads us to the root of desire itself. The roots. What do we long for? Why are we awakened by love? What makes us hesitate in the face of intimacy? Eros reconnects us with the primal longing to merge with another being. Nature, music, art, plants, food, even earth, right? Or anything that we perceive we are separate from. Eros allows us to momentarily unite. Our heart embraces otherness, and in doing so, we further understand our own. Our life force awakens. This card reveals an inevitable initiation to love's labyrinth. You may find yourself swirling in a new territory of desire and sensuality. Explore the labyrinth with a curious and honest heart. And remember, though the way is circuitous, you are always being led toward its center. The changes is knowing and understanding and being aware that you are this diamond in the rough. You are a light. You are source. You are earth. You are the universe. Okay? Now, from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck by Kyle Gray. So how will the Divine Feminine continue to guide our pile number 3? How will the Divine Feminine continue to guide our pile number 3, please? How will the Divine Feminine continue to guide our pile number 1 or 3? Oh my gosh, I called you 1. I just seen 1101. But you won't see that on the time. Oh my gosh. So you have 4 1s there. 1101 and I said 1. 1111, I just seen that. 4 1s. Again, you may want to look up angel numbers 1111. Now, you have Medicine Mother. Some of you may be mothers. I am absolutely amazed. Oh my gosh. Honor your inner knowing. See the awakening, the ascending, transcending, transmutation. Oh my gosh. Medicine Mother. You have mother energy. Oh, it's not right there. Let's see. Oh, here we go. I'm so excited. Okay. Take action. Do what you know you need to do. Mother always knows best. They say, and it's true, we all know a maternal figure who's extremely intuitive and insightful. And this medicine mother has gone through many ups and downs. She has lived and she has lost. She knows what it's like to suffer and to want to give up. So the medicine of this card is that it's okay to make mistakes and get it wrong sometimes. And it's okay for things to come to an end. It's not the end of the world, just the end of one chapter and the beginning of something new. The medicine mother reminds you that even though you have low lows, you aren't here to suffer. You're here to be supported and to support others. Let her give you the loving encouragement to take the next step forward. She's going to keep guiding you for each step, for each chapter. There's an old pattern rising up in you now, and it's time to deal with it and release it for good. You're being encouraged to love and respect yourself enough to take the steps you know you need to take to move closer to where you'd like to be. You already know the answers. You know what you need to do. You may have been using delaying tactics or holding back, but now you are being guided to take action. Action requires courage. But your angels and guides are bringing you the courage to move forward. Take just one step. When you do, the next one will be presented to you. Beautiful. The answers, the guidance is always there, always around us. It's up to us to open our hearts and our third eye, our eyes, to see it, right? Oh my gosh, okay. So now let's get your last message from the Work Your Light Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. And always, again, take what resonates. Divine Source, Light, Creator, Guides of Love, Light Only, and Divine Feminine. What is the last message from Divine Feminine to our pile number 3? What is the last message for our pile number 3 from the Divine Feminine? Oh my gosh. I don't know how many readings I have to do, and I still get shocked and amazed. You have the crumbling. Okay? What are you clinging on to? All right, take that baby step. Each baby step leads to more and more and more forward movement beginnings each and every day, right? Some of you may have just became a mother and you're witnessing your baby take their first steps, say one word, say their first word, and then it leads to 3 more within a few weeks. You know, it's the baby steps. So what are you clinging on to? Don't cling on to the old paradigm, the old patterns of thinking you are not connected to all, then you're not capable of beginning new things, achieving your goals, accomplishing, reaching comfort and happiness, okay? Having your guidance from your angels, your guides, your loved ones, ancestors, divine source, light, creator, divine feminine, divine masculine, because you have it all, okay? Well, those are your messages, pile number 3. It's coming in like lightning. Okay? And take what resonates, leave whatever may not resonate. Use your discernment. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And always unconditional love and light, so be it. And I will see you, pile number 3, in the next reading or video. And if you are interested in a free personal reading, my email is in the description below. And again, thank you so much. I'll see you guys later. Look at the lightning. Okay, bye, pile number 3.